You know what, there is actually very solid reasoning as to why I'm situated in this particular area of my private domicile, and it's because I've been cooking. Take a look at this now. Well, not this. Say we want to do hello world. Const who equals world, world, and then we print hello, world, who, right? And it gives us this thing. And then we want to put an exclamation mark in. But then it puts a space in. So you should probably concatenate it instead. So you do it like that. But then you could do this as well. And that's like a whole thing. You probably, I don't like this. I don't like this. What if instead you could do it like that? Wow, what an innovative idea. Everybody has it. But guess who has like that? Wow. Wow, that is the pretty format specifier. And this is actually very important for when you have like large tables of data. So for example, A equals B, and then you want to know the types of things, right? So you know that A is an atom and B is a string. So yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And then you obviously have the debug formatted. That's something that, it just shows you the whole thing, gives you the types, but it doesn't give you the colors if you think they're noisy. Whatever. It's whatever. And by the way, if you want to implement like a debug formatter for your own type, you don't have to do colors, which is, very important. But yeah, that's how it works. So I should probably do like a tree program today. So let's do it. Let's do it. Fs read this directory, um, and then we unwrap the error just like that. This is gonna panic if this directory doesn't exist. So for example, slash s that doesn't exist. Wow. So we say entries equals all of this. Let's do const actually. Let's do because it's immutable. And then we print the whole thing like that. Entries b. Right. So let's touch s. Let's touch. How do you do like a little range? I actually don't remember. So make directory a and then touch slash and then make directory a slash this and then touch that and then that. So if we do a tree, well, we don't actually have a tree, but I think baz-t does it. I don't even have baz. What are we talking about? Whatever. Brew install tree. Maybe that's gonna help us a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tree. Yeah, that's how it looks. So we don't actually have a tree walk in the standard library, but there's no reason to really worry about it because we can make one ourselves, which is what we're gonna do today. So let's first of all handle the error, right? I feel like that's kind of important. Match fs read the if it's an error, and then e we say panic. Uh-oh, we got an error, just like that. And if it's okay, and then the v we say just return the v, right? It's fine, it's fine. And then we say for e in entries do end. We can just print the e like that, right? Because we want to see what is in that e exactly. So we have a directory, have a file. We can just match it like that. The node to end is a little bit cleaner here, so if we do it like that, match e dot kinds. This is actually a string, which is super stupid, but I made it, so it's my fault entirely. So if it's directory, we have this branch. And if we have a file, we do this branch. So we just do this. We print the name, e.name, p, file. How do we capture this? I forgot. We don't capture it, but yeah, we don't have pattern matching on tables yet. So yeah, that's how we print the files. Maybe you want to do it like that. And for the directories, we can't just do it like that. That's kind of stupid, right? So uh, that's gonna be one level of it, by the way. That's gonna be one level of it. That's how directory is gonna look. But then we could probably recurse into it. So we want to do fnls whites of string do end. We can actually do it entirely through a pipe, by the way. What if I want to do that? What if I want to do that? Well, I can do it like that. And entries is going to be the underscore, which is underscore is like a placeholder for whatever you pass into the pipe. So that's how it's going to look. It's going to function the exact same, except we have to actually ls something. Ls this, right? So that's what we got now. So we can say ls direct. Let's say what, and then e.name, right? And in recursion, it's going to work just fine. Am I doing it correctly? No, I'm not. What am I doing here? What did I just mess up? How could I have possibly messed this up? That is fascinating. What slash e.name? Hello? Hello? Huh? Huh? Why is it infinite loop? Hello? Alright. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Oh, it's cause I'm listening to the same directory over and over. But yeah, that's what we have. That's what we have. And then we can say we can add depth of number. And then we need to specify depth everywhere. So let's say it's gonna be depth plus two. No, plus one. What am I doing here? And we start at 0. We actually don't have to do it. By the way, we can make it optional. But I'm not gonna do it today. So that plus one, and then we say this, but then we actually do depth. We say this by depth so that we can indicate it clearly. Uh, what's going on? What's going on? Well, let's do it like that. Oh, it's because I'm not doing it for directories. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense actually. Uh, yeah, yeah, and then we have all of this. Wow. So I think we're done with the tree program, aren't we? We are. Wow, I didn't expect this. Um, well, I kind of did because I was doing it, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, that's what we have now. Probably should do it like that though. Maybe I could do it like this. Hmm, no, I don't exactly like it. Maybe I want to do, what I want to do. So if it's a directory, we can say it goes down. What if we want to say, if depth does not equal 0, uh, we say this, else nothing, right? So that it doesn't print it at the first level. Well, I don't know. That looks ugly. That looks super ugly. So yeah, I think we're done actually, and I didn't expect us to be done. Yeah, I generally have nothing. Oh wait, no, no. Let's actually do it like that. So, const first equals if argv1 exists, then we say argv1. Uh, let's actually make it a little bit clearer so we can do it like that. Else dot, yeah, just like that. First, let's go. Dot slash is gonna give us and then we can do it like that. And then it's gonna be not found. Wow, how beautiful, how fascinating, how amazing. So if we want to list the root directory, permission denied at some point. And that's what we have. That is absolutely what we have. I should probably stop listing all of my shits immediately. Yeah, yeah, I should probably stop doing that. I think that's it. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah, wait, no, I want to explain some more things. So, what are we doing here? argv1. If argv1, then argv1. That's kind of stupid. Why are we doing it like that? Well, actually, if we don't have argv1, it's gonna look like that. It's gonna look like undef. Undef is not nil, but we have nil, but nil is different. Undef is for when something doesn't exist in a table. And as a matter of fact, if an opt, and then we give it a question mark a. Question mark a means optional parameters, so that means you don't have to specify it. What did I just do? What am I? Huh? Why is there a J? Whatever. We print a, right? So and then we call a. We call opt with no arguments, and it's gonna give us a no. No is a special thing that works kind of like a nil, but only for optional parameters. I feel like that's kind of awesome, right? Because uh, you know the difference between no, undef, and nil. They appear in different contexts. You mess up a lot less. It's a lot clearer. So that's how it's gonna work. And undef is false, by the way, and no is false, by the way. So if we want to specify an optional thing, it's gonna look like that. So a or 2. And if it's not specified, it's gonna be 2. And if we want to say a is 6, it's gonna be 6. And if we want to just call it normally, it's gonna be 6. I thought I was ahead of myself somehow. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I think that was all that I wanted to tell you about. Um, Tap in, check out the language. It's gonna be in the description. It's gonna be down there. Go on, try it. There's actually a web playground available now, so you can try it entirely in your browser, on your phone, on your computer, wherever you want it. It is insanely accessible. I'm gonna update it based on what you tell me. By the way, give me like feedback actually, because you know I'm not that good at programming in general and at language development especially. So all of your feedback is insanely valuable. I've been yapping for like 10 minutes. Wow, insane.